My name is Samantha Mandeville. I am currently a fourth-year teacher at Horace Mann Middle School in Franklin, Massachusetts. I teach 7th grade world geography, and although I'm going into my 4th year, my mission has kind of changed over the course of my 4 years as a teacher, but one thing has always remained, that I want my students to be global learners and to create global connections within the classroom and to really start to break down those 4 walls and create connections globally, either locally, within their state, within their country, or within the world. One of the main tools that I end up using is Skype. I feel a lot of the main tools that we have nowadays are amazing to use. And since one of my missions is to bring the world into the classroom, since obviously it's so hard to bring my students out, and I understand there's virtual reality now and augmented reality, but there's nothing like having a conversation with people from around the world. So that's why I really wanted to focus on how do I bring Skype into the classroom. One of the major things that I love about Skype is the game of Mystery Skype. And it's this awesome, amazing, wonderful game. And it's a big game of kind of 20 questions. They're yes or no questions. And the fun part is that my students and the students who we're Skyping with don't know who we're from. So we get a whole list of questions. Are you in the Northern Hemisphere? Do you speak English? Do you speak Spanish? Yes or no questions going back and forth. And although this game is so simple, I've probably had some of my best moments in my class that my students still come back to me to this day, just saying, Miss Mandeville, do you remember this? Miss Mandeville, do you remember that? From this simple little game of Mystery Skype and 20 questions, we have traveled all the way to Malaysia, where we have had a traditional dance performed for us. We have traveled to France, where we tried to find where the Cairns movie festival was. We have traveled down to Nigeria, where we were the first group of American students that this group in Nigeria has spoken to. We've also traveled to Venezuela, which one of the hardest things, I think that was one of the hardest discussions we had, because at the end they asked for help because the country was such in chaos. So it's those moments that my students still come back to me, being, Miss Mandeville, have you heard from the Venezuela, our friends in Venezuela? I've had students come up to me, do you remember those little Welsh kids that we talked to with their accents? They were so cute. And all of those kind of things that I think are way more valuable, these lessons and these experiences, through just a simple conversation and seeing people from all over the world, from Pakistan, from France, from England. Those moments truly break down those 4 walls. And it's such a simple game of 20 questions that really brought my classroom to life.